Hey guys, today we're going to be having a discussion on best players at their position and the MVP race for the NFL for 2015.
All right, let's start with MVP. I think everyone can agree with me, and most will. I don't know about you, but J.J. Watt, sacks, pick six, forced fumbles. You name it, he did it all this year. Outstanding year this year. I mean, like
There's
he's
no
just been.
way J.J. Watt should not win it.
I know, right?
Other
He had an
people,
outstanding career.
there's
Other people are against it though. I don't get it. It's like he had an outstanding career, dude. What else could you ask for? Pick six from a left, and I don't think I've ever seen that.
he
That
bats
was
it
just
up in
amazing.
I think he just bats it up in the air straight into his he just bats it up and grabs it. It was just he's great. The only reason this is my only argument against him winning it is it's not even my argument. I'm 100% for him. I've heard this from numerous people I've talked to. Texans didn't make the playoffs. So what? That doesn't make him less of a player or what he did. That doesn't
hmm
depreciate the val like all, what it doesn't depreciate what he did as a player.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like Aaron Rodgers, great season, made playoffs, NFC Conference Championship,
Lost.
right?
Yeah.
He lost.
Yeah.
Doesn't
But
make him
he's
a bad
still
player.
fantastic.
Doesn't make him a bad player.
His team may not have for JJ Watt, his
They
team
kind
may
of
not have
messed
been
up
very
there.
good.
They kind of messed up on. There was a few drives they should have scored on, and they only settled for field goals, which really cost them the game in the end. Which also their defense did. But if they would have scored the Packers on the first two plays or the first two field goals, if those were
hmm
touchdowns, Packers would have won that. But they only
But
got the
still,
field goal.
about and beyond. My bad.
So
JJ Watt and
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers,
really should have been able to find a way, but really, J.J. Watt, best player of the year. There's no
yeah,
doubt.
MVP.
Played
I'm all for
lined
it.
up as a tight end, got cut two or three touchdown passes. One of the catches you won't see. There's a lot of tight ends that won't even make the catch that he did. I'm
hmm
pretty sure we'll pull up some highlights and some film on some of the
And try
plays.
to show you that. All right, but let's talk offensive running back. Out of I don't know, name one that you think stood out for you, Trey.
Running back, of course you can say Marshawn Lynch, but I'm not gonna go with it.
Okay. I would personally say DeMarco Murray. Sure, honestly, years before that, he'd be an average player, but this year I just saw something different in him. This year, I'd say like beginning the season and a little till the end, he was pretty good, better than his most years. I wouldn't say he was the best running back, but I'd say out of all the running backs, he sure did try his hardest and did pretty good for Marco Murray. From what I've seen before, he's just been average, but pretty good.
Yeah, DeMarco Murray, I would say he was one of the best running backs this season, besides Marshawn Lynch. But
I
someone
can
who
agree with
really,
that.
really stood out was C.J. Anderson from the Broncos. Started as a third string, worked his way up. Now he's in the Pro Bowl.
True,
He had his
true.
career high in every stat,
Wow,
and he was a
it's pretty
third stringer
amazing.
behind Noshawn Marino and I think Monte Ball, and he went all the way up to first string, started most games, and he got some pretty crazy plays that really helped him out to win some games.
That's insane. Third string to first string to Pro Bowl. I've never seen that.
I'm pretty
All
sure
right.
it's only his like third or fourth, maybe even second season. But let's move on to defense.
All right. Corners. About corners. Anyone that stood out for you?
Oh, definitely
I'd say
Calvin
Patrick
Harris
Peterson.
Jr. from the Denver
Who?
Broncos.
Oh, Calvin Harris Jr. Yeah, he's pretty good, I'd say.
Um, he had zero touchdown passes allowed on I think it was 86 attempts. 86 times thrown to him. Did not let up a touchdown.
Wow. I'd say Patrick Peterson, though. I mean, I remember watching this one game from the Cardinals this season, obviously. He, like, tipped the ball to himself, dove for it, and got a pick six. Wasn't that against the Ravens, I believe?
I am not sure, but the reason I wouldn't say him is
Yes.
if you watched the game with him or against the Cardinals and the Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch's insane run. The problem with his
Oh,
run
yeah.
is like it was a great run, but if you go back and watch the film, he didn't try to tackle him. He didn't try to tackle Marshawn Lynch. He tried to strip the ball, and that's not important. I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
you
it's
can't do that
important,
with
but what
Sean
are the
Lynch.
chances that you're going to be able to like strip the ball? He's got to make the tackle and get him down.
Yeah, I agree. I guess that is a downer. All right, let's talk.
All right. Well, we're back. Sorry for the short break.
Alright. So for receiver, I'd say Randall Cobb or Julian Edelman. Those two.
Wow.
Julian Edelman, you don't see much from, but this year he did really good. Randall Cobb, wow, good season, great season, including the Pro Bowl. I mean, not Pro Bowl, postseason. He came second in receiving yards for postseason, which was pretty good and pretty high up in offensive receiver in just the season itself. Pretty amazing receiver, if you ask me.
I really cannot pick a receiver, to be honest.
What
Someone
tight
that
end?
really stood out was it was a Cardinals receiver.
Who?
He has the same last name. Oh, Michael Floyd.
Oh, Floyd, yeah.
He
Good
played a
year.
good season, but to be the best this year, no. I really cannot think of who played best as a receiver this year.
It's hard. They're all pretty good.
Well, corners. Did we even say Richard
Des Bryant
Sherman?
did good. No, Richard Sherman's really good, really good. I think
he's
people
had
just think they'll too
26
high of him.
interceptions since last postseason,
Amazing. He's
which is a lot because
definitely up there. Definitely up
That's-
there. All right, all in all, guys, you heard us. J.J. Watt, MVP. Who do you think should be MVP or offensive?
Let us
You're the
know
ward.
in the comments below.
All right, once again, this is Football Unlimited, Trey and I. All right, catch us next week.